Hi all, come on, let's race and sparkle in the world of electronics. In this video, we are going to see active components and passive components, functions of active components and passive components, active components versus passive components. First of all, we need to know what is an electric circuit. An electric circuit is in simple terms which is defined to be a combination of circuit component and electric current. So before jumping to active and passive components, we need to know what is a circuit component. It is the basic building block used to create electrical and electronic circuits. Depending on the characteristics for the role which they play, they are classified into active and passive components. Coming on to the active components, they are the electronic components that require an external power source to operate. Transistors, diodes, integrated circuits, vacuum tubes serves the examples for active components. Coming on to next circuit component, which is passive component, they do not require an external power source and they cannot amplify the signals. Resistors, capacitors, inductors, transformers are the examples for passive components. We can say that active components can inject power into a circuit. In case of passive components, stores, dissipates or resists the energy. They only consume or store energy but they don't generate or amplify it. Hope you understand the difference. Now let's see the functions of passive components. Resistors, capacitors and inductors, they don't generate or amplify the signals but rather dissipate or store or control the energy flow. Means they are acting as the foundation for many circuits. As we have seen, resistors, capacitors and inductors are the examples of passive components. Let us know the functions of each component in detail. Resistors, they restrict the flow of electrical current, protecting other components from damage. Resistors can be used to create specific voltage levels at different points in a circuit. They are used in voltage dividers, current limiters and voltage regulators. Coming on to the another passive component which is capacitors, they can store electrical energy and release it when needed. They are used in signal conditioning and filtering, means they can filter out noise and send the smooth signals. They are used to couple signals between different stages of a circuit or to decouple alternate current signals from direct current signals. This happens in case of coupling and decoupling of capacitors. Next comes the inductors. They store energy in a magnetic field and can be used to filter frequencies and manage storage. They are used in transformers and other applications for impedance matching. Next comes the functions of active components. Transistors, integrated circuits require an external power source to operate. Means they are acting as brains for electronic systems. In transistors and operational amplifiers can increase the strength of the electrical signals, allowing for the creation of devices like radios, audio amplifiers and other systems that require signal processing. Active components can regulate the flow of current in a circuit, enabling functions like switching, rectifying, means in case of converting alternate current to direct current, and controlling the output of other devices, especially integrated circuits and microprocessors, which are the core active components of the digital systems responsible for processing data, executing instructions, and controlling the functionalities of devices. Transistors and diodes, which are the active components, can act as electronic switches, turning a circuit on or off or switching between different states. Next comes the active components versus passive components. An active device transforms and injects power or energy into a circuit, whereas a passive component uses power or energy from a circuit. Diodes, transistors, integrated circuits, silicon control rectifier acts as an examples for active component, whereas resistors, capacitors, inductors act as an examples for passive components. Energy donors are the active components. In case of passive components, they are known as energy acceptors. They can control the flow of current in case of active components, whereas in case of passive components they cannot control the flow of current. In a simple way, to test whether a component is active or passive, so how we can know it? There is a measure. So in that measure we need to check the difference between its input and output signals. If there is a decline in power, the component is passive. If the signal is amplified, it is active. That's all for this video. If you like my videos, do like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching.